Cassandra survival mode. It's time to go. The guard's voice cut through the air as the heavy palace gates creaked open. I sat inside a wooden prison cart, the rough boards splintering beneath my palms, iron shackles digging deep into my skin. Each jolt of the wheels against the cobblestone reminded me that this was no nightmare, this was exile. I turned my head once more, forcing myself to look back at the palace, the place that should have been mine. Its towers gleamed in the sunlight, banners fluttering like they were celebrating. And then I heard it. The wedding bells? Their sound spilled across the kingdom, sharp and mocking, announcing the union of the hero and his saint, their happy ending. While I, Cassandra Anne, princess of this empire born with a crown, raised for a throne, was stripped of my title, my future, my place in this story. What did I do wrong? I loved myself. I demanded respect. I wanted what was mine. For that, they branded me villain. For that, they cast me aside. My throat tightened, my vision blurred. The world tilted. I gasped for air, and suddenly, everything was gone. The prison, the bells, the kingdom, all torn away. When my eyes opened again, I was lying on something soft, not wood. My hands touched fabric, not chains. The air smelled strange, like dust and something bitter I couldn't name. The ceiling above me was flat and cracked. A dull light flickered in the corner, humming faintly. Around me, piles of clothes, discarded papers, glowing boxes with no trace of magic. I pushed myself up, breathless. Where was I? I was confused. What was this strange, small, confined space? I slowly sat up, my body heavy, unfamiliar, and looked around. Chaos. Clothes piled like ruins, strange objects scattered everywhere, the air thick and stale. No magic, no order. Nothing made sense. Is this my punishment? A chill crawled up my spine. Where am I? I whispered, then gasped. A small box on the table suddenly glowed. Cassie, you are home. Home? What home? My voice trembled. Earth, silly, the box replied. Earth? I frowned. What is Earth? Earth is the third planet in the solar system. I stared at it, my thoughts spiraling. I don't understand. Cassie, are you okay? Do you need medical assistance? No. I pressed a hand to my chest. What I need is clarity. Suddenly, the wall lit up. A massive screen appeared out of nowhere, glowing softly. A symbol spun in the center. Loading. This is Earth, the voice said. An image appeared, a blue sphere floating in endless darkness. Then the screen changed. You are Cassandra Rose, female, 29 years old, single, living alone. A photo followed. My breath stopped. A fat woman stared back at me. Tired eyes, messy hair. A body I did not recognize, soft, heavy, wrong. Wait, my voice cracked. What? I turned my head slowly and saw a mirror beside me. I stood, my legs wobbled, I stepped closer. And there she was. The same woman from the screen. Me, ugly, heavy, unrecognizable. My knees gave out. The world went black. White. That was the first thing I saw when I opened my eyes. A blinding, sterile white that made my head throb. The air smelled sharp and clean, nothing like the dusty room I'd collapsed in. Something beeped softly beside me, steady and annoying, like a heartbeat that didn't belong to me. I tried to sit up. Pain shot through my skull. Easy, a deep voice said. Calm, male, too composed. I turned my head and froze. He was standing beside the bed, tall, broad-shouldered, dressed in strange white robes. No, clothes. His hair was dark and neatly styled, his face sharp in a way that felt unfair. Handsome, irritatingly so. Where am I demanded. In the hospital, he replied, glancing at the glowing board in his hands. You fainted in your apartment. Neighbors heard a loud crash. Hospital. Another word I didn't know, but I hated the way he said it, like this was normal. I need to return to the palace, I said firmly. This is a mistake. That made him pause. He looked up at me then, really looked. Not cruelly, not kindly either. Just curious. Can you tell me your name? He asked. My name, I said slowly, insulted he even asked, is Princess Cassandra Anne of Valerius, and I am not supposed to look like this. Silence. 1 second, 2. Then the corner of his mouth twitched. Right, he said carefully. And how do you think you're supposed to look? I gestured at myself in disgust. Not like this. I am beautiful, graceful, refined. I do not wear this body. He scribbled something on his board. "Doctor," I snapped, "stop writing and listen to me." He sighed, the sound patient but clearly practiced. "Cassandra, your name is Cassandra Rose. You're 29. You live alone. And this," he gestured gently toward me, like he was trying not to offend, "is your body." "No," I said immediately. His brow lifted. "I refuse," I continued, heat rising in my chest. "This body is not mine. I am not fat, I am not ordinary, and I am most certainly not crazy." That did it. He set the board down and finally met my eyes fully. There was no mockery there now, just concern. And something else. Pity. "Cassandra," he said softly, "do you remember saying anything before you fainted?" I did. The book, the palace, the bells. "I was exiled," I whispered before I could stop myself. "And then I woke up here." He nodded once, slow, professional. "I think," he said gently, "you're experiencing a severe dissociative episode." I laughed, sharp, bitter. "No," I said, "I am experiencing humiliation." He watched me for a long moment, then straightened. "We'll keep you here for observation." "Don't," I warned. He smiled, small, polite, unconvinced. "Get some rest, princess." The door closed behind him with a soft click. "Everything is a mess, but I need to calm down. I won't panic." I stared at the ceiling, fists clenched. Crazy or not. If this world thought it could strip me of my body, my crown, and my dignity, fine. I would survive it. I have to survive.